All right, so that
But
would
I think I'm guessing there's an incremental, but it's not as like some tsunami or like, I don't think it's the dam is breaking finally for awareness around Tesla or people getting it as a stock.
okay. All right, so you're not going to buy into this particular round of hype,
Mhm.
but we did, of course, also
But I
break.
do have good news.
Oh, you do. So
Yeah, not,
tell
I'll
me, tell
save
me.
it for later though.
Oh, you'll save it for later. Okay, that's good. I like that.
All right.
That makes people watch longer. This is a good thing. All right. So at the same time, now you're getting these folks in that are using Rebellionaire in order to manage their portfolio, that at least some of their portfolio. And then you now make these decisions. How has that, you've talked about it in the past where some weeks you do covered calls, other weeks you don't. Uh,
Right.
we've just broken through a big resistance area. And now people are saying, it's off to the races, although we've now had a few days of consolidation. How are you thinking about what you do right now?
Yeah, so we want to avoid the really bad weeks, which for cover calls would be if Tesla like suddenly teleported higher 20% or more in 1 week.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think Tesla, what we heard from Ford and seen from other companies, I don't think Tesla is going to um, license out FSD before year end.
No,
So I think that's one fear you would have. And like if it happened, the stock might be up like 35%.
right.
Um, that it might be. People would get pretty excited if that happens, especially if it's a really big automaker like BYD or Toyota or something like that, or
Right.
Volkswagen.
Right.
Um, we might be careful around earnings or production and delivery. Um, Elon's really excited about version 14. So I'm just kind of taking you through our thought
Sure.
process.
Sure.
He's really excited about that version. He's saying it's going to come out by the end of September. So figuring it maybe the last week of September, we might be a little anxious about writing cover calls around the time that version 14 comes out. Because I think there's a potential that they're going to get rid of all the common disengagements that happen.
Okay. All right.
So they already fixed one of them. There's basically like six things left,
Okay.
and one of the six they already fixed. So what would happen is this is with version 13. Your car be in a rainstorm, and the rain picks up into a downpour, and the wipers would just stay on one,
Oh,
and the car would panic because it can't see. It wouldn't automatically shift the wipers up to four and then bail on you. Um, but we've seen Teslas in Austin in downpours in a robotaxi.
hmm.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see that. But we've seen it captured several times, and it's doing the wipers fast. It's just totally fine with all the rain. So they already fixed that for Austin, and I think they're aware of the other common
Sure.
mistakes that it's making right now.
Sure. Sure. Of course they are.
I'm this is a strong statement, but what we've noticed, and there's a Rebellionaire creator on X called Reigns,
Yes.
R
No rains. Yep. Mhm.
Reigns
Always appreciate his stuff.
with the ES, and it's got and then he's 1220, I
Right.
think. Um, he noticed that from version 12 and 13, it was doubling in capability every month, so that it got 1,000x better with version 13.
Okay.
And I actually noticed that myself.
Okay.
So my commute is 5 miles, and I could not complete my commute successfully. So think of that as a nine, like the big nine before we get to
Right.
the nines after the decimals or whatever. And after version 13, I can go about 5,000 miles at least between critical disengagement, safety critical,
Mhm, mhm.
like where it's definitely going to cause an
Right.
accident.
Right.
Um, so to me, like it's 1,000 times better.
Right.
So
Right.
went from under 5 miles per disengagement to over 5,000 miles.